So guys, let's be ready for our weekly mind training session. I hope all of you are ready. Today I have a lot of greens. You can see that flower, and also I would like to show you one of the my another plant that I have. We must have such plants. It gives us energy and beauty. So let us, if you don't have any plant like this, so you should have, because not today but next time, because plants, it gives us life, it gives us oxygen. So today we will be having some extra oxygen from the plants. And today we will be focusing on Stoicism. So all of you who are present, we will imagine that we are going to Greece, to the city of Athens, because what we can do, we can control our imagination. We can imagine whatever we want. So let us imagine that we are in Greece, in the city of Athens. Later on you can search for Greece and Athens, and the porch, the Stoa. There was a mounted place where Zeno of Citium, there are two Zenos in Greek, famous Zenos. So the Zeno of Citium, who was the founder of Stoicism. So we will dedicate this day to Zeno, and then the three icons of Stoicism: Marcus Aurelius, who was a Roman emperor, Epictetus, and Seneca. These four icons of Stoicism, who gave to the world one of the best philosophy, which is not only philosophy but it is also a way of life. People think that philosophy is just like reading books and analyzing and rationalizing things. But philosophy is a way of life. It teaches you how to lead successful life. So let us focus on our today's meditation on Stoicism. And Stoicism is basically the balance between external and internal aspects of our life. We are very good at controlling external things, but we are very bad usually in controlling our internal situation. So whenever there is any external situation, that depends on our internal situation. So we try to control external things, but while doing so, we forget our own internal situation. So internal situation is mind. What we have, mind, in our life. So I think we have some problems in the video. Is it? Let me see this video. What is there? If everything is all right, so please let me know. Okay, let me just give me 1 minute, please. Yes. So this control of internal and external factors, that is important. Now, how we control external, if we have our internal control on our thought process. And this stoicism has to do a lot with meditation. Both are concerned with your thought process. So we have to focus on our thought process. So we are now flying to Athens. We are in Greece, in Athens, and we are listening to Zeno. We are listening to Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca. We are listening to these four great Stoic philosophers who showed us a way of life, that how can we control our thought process. So before that, we are going to have some oxygen from the plants. If you have any plant there with you, so it's okay. Otherwise, imagine that you are in Greece and you have plants there in Athens. So you are having some fresh oxygen. So we will be doing our breathing first, and we will be contacting our external environment through breathing. Now, when we say breathing, so it should be voluntary, conscious breathing. So for a few minutes, we will be having our breathing from outside inside, and then from inside outside. And this time we will be focusing more on the pause between our inhalation and exhalation. We will be focused. So we explore that spiritual mindless moment which is between the two breaths. When we are respiring, so this pause between the inhalation and exhalation. When we inhale, we hold, then we exhale. So when we hold, that is spiritual moment, because that time or we everything is stopped, even our breathing is stopped. So we have no body, we have no mind, so we are in spiritual moment. So please practice this, hold it for as long as you can, and at that time don't think over anything. If a thought is coming to you, just recognize it and delete it. Recognize it. You cannot fight with your thoughts. Remember, stoicism is not fighting with your thoughts. Recognize your thoughts. If the thought comes to you, so it is coming for a reason. It is just not coming for without any reason. So recognition of the thought is meditation. You must recognize it. Don't fight against it. And then once you recognize it, automatically it will disappear, because it's a struggle between you and your mind. Mind tells you do this thing and you say no, I don't do this thing. So when you recognize it, when you say yes, automatically it evaporates, because it is already a thought. It is not something object, it is not something material. It comes and goes. So now we are respiring, inhalation, exhalation. We take oxygen inside, we remove carbon dioxide from our body. We are taking all the virtues, all the four cardinal virtues of Stoicism and the four noble truths of Buddhism. We are combining. So we are inhaling all the evils from our inside, we are removing it, like carbon dioxide, which is poison. So we are taking a lot of good things and we are removing a lot of bad things. If there are no bad things inside you and you are an angel, you are totally clean. Spiritually, you are totally clean. So that is, angelic. That is a very, very good state of mind. Then you are removing nothing. You are just absorbing good things. So let us breathe. Let us close our eyes. Our eyes are closed. And we are focusing on the interval when we are holding our breath. Today, we focus more on holding, not on inhalation and exhalation. We are just using our nostrils. We are not using mouth. We inhale and exhale through nose, not via mouth. The longer you can hold, that is good for you because you are more in spirituality. That is spiritual moment. That is not physical and mental. That is spiritual. We have to recognize these three stages of our existence: physical, mental, and spiritual. So when we inhale, this is physical. When we exhale, this is physical. What we are holding, that is spiritual. You can repeat it later with more time. This holding of the respiration or breathing, that is excellent because it makes you so pure and you become like absorbed in a spiritual world. Now, let us make our imagination sharp. We are in the city of Athens in Greece and we are listening to Zeno on his Stoa. Stoicism is taken from Stoa. Stoa is porch or any place where he would ask people to come and listen to him. He took guidelines from Socrates and he was an expert of visualization, to visualize things positively and negatively. So we are now visualizing negatively on our misfortune, that for example the nature is not responding to us. So are we ready for that? If the universe is not responding, so are we ready for that moment? So once you are ready, the secret is that that misfortune will never come because you are already ready. Universe does not try to test you because you are already ready. We control our mind. Our mind is in our control. Our reaction to that misfortune or that unlucky moment or event or occurrence will be so strong, will be so appropriate that then that misfortune or that bad happening will not happen. Because why things happen? Things happen because of action and reaction. So when the reaction is already there, so there will be no action. The circle is complete. So be ready for any misfortune. And once you are ready, so it means that there is no misfortune. This is the secret of Stoicism. Stoicism, sometimes negative visualization. I don't have my hand, my one hand, I don't have. Just imagine. And sometimes you practice it without hand. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I have no hand. And after 10 minutes, when you get your hand back, then you know its value. I would go to my village and I would not keep a single note of currency in my pocket for 10 days. And I would practice poverty, that what is poverty. And when I would touch the bundle of notes, then I would understand its real value. Because human beings are ingrateful. We don't thank the nature, the universe, the blessings that we have bestowed upon us. So, Stoicism makes you realize that there are so many things around us, our body, mind, and soul. So, this is the precious capital that we have, and we must appreciate it and we must be thankful. And how we will be thankful if we don't take things for granted? Now, let us think that this world is ephemeral. Ephemeral means that this is transitory, transitional. This will change. We will be transformed one day. Death will come. Death will come. We will be transformed. In the common parlance, we call it death. We die one day. We die. So we must visualize death. One day we will disappear. Death is the only uh, concept or occurrence on which the whole humanity agrees. We have no other way but to accept that yes, there will be one day death. This is negative visualization that we are dying. If we are dying tomorrow or today or now, so we must do great things. This death is, we should not take this life for granted. Anything can happen. Accident can happen. So Stoicism make you realize that this world is ephemeral. This world is transitory. This world is not permanent. Permanence is transformation. When you are transformed, so that is permanence. We were permanent before our birth and we will be permanent after our death. But now we are at the stage of action. We must take actions. We must do things before. We must avail this opportunity before the train is gone. So let us imagine we are in Athens, Greece, listening to the great Stoic philosophers who gave us an excellent way to lead our life happily, successfully, and realistically. Let us promise today that we will be practicing Stoics. We will have clear judgment. Please repeat with me that my judgment will have clarity of judgment. When we judge things, so we must be clear, not confused. No judgments. Judgment we every time, for example, you are judging me now, I'm judging you. Each and every time we are making decisions, micro decisions. So these decisions are judgments. So when we judge something or somebody, so we must be clear. Clarity is very much important. And when clarity comes to us because of Stoicism, then we get equanimity. Another important feature of Stoicism is equanimity. Equanimity is calm, serenity, tranquility. So let us feel calm, relax, happy. Let us relax our nerves, we have no anxiety, no tension, no stress. We are the happiest persons on the surface of earth because I am stoic. I am stoic because I realize what is life, the value of life, and the value of equanimity, serenity, calm, rest, no anxiety, no stress, because we are clear. And let us promise that our the most important rule of Stoicism is live according to nature. Nature, outside, inside. We must be in unison. We must be in conformity. We must be in agreement with nature, not against nature. We will not do anything against nature. There is a logic in the nature, so we must accept that. We must not strike our heads against nature. Otherwise, we will have a lot of anxieties and stress. Let us write these rules on our slate of our brain. Let us do meditation. Meditation is recognizing your thoughts, deleting what is extra, what is not required, and writing new stuff. So today we are writing Stoicism on our brain. Please repeat with me these sentences. I am a stoic. I have complete control on my mind. My mind is my slave. I am the master. I will do negative visualization. I will practice poverty. I will practice bad things. Bad means that distress sometime. I'll become anxious. I'll become stressful for few minutes, and then I will get myself relaxed, and then I will understand what is the value of virtue. Doing this, I am preparing myself for any misfortune, and when misfortune will know that I am ready, so then there will be no misfortune in my life. When the enemy knows that I am ready, so the enemy will never attack. Remember, when you are ready, the enemy will never attack. Enemy attacks when the enemy finds weakness, loopholes, pitfalls, shortcomings. So as we are ready, we have shortcomings anymore. So enemy will never come, and we are living in a fortress, in a stronghold, and we will be having bliss, 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 permanent state of happiness. 24 hours happiness, all the time happiness. Nobody will ask me, how are you? Because they know that I'm a stoic. And they know that all the time I'm happy, I'm all right, I have no diseases, I have no problems. So why they will ask me, how are you? Because they know that I'm all right, I'm fine. So let us promise today that from today onward, we will not let anybody to ask us, how are you? They must know, and we must have quality of life, quality of friends. They know us. We should not be friend with everybody. Focus like a laser beam on people, selective, our small world, in which we let those people who don't ask us, how are you? This is now the criteria from today onward. If somebody asks you, how are you? So that person first make him or her understand, and then that person should never ask you, how are you? There is no how are you from today, because we are all right all the time. We have no problems. We are stoics. We control our mind. We control our anger. We control our reaction. We are not worried about external things. We are worried about internal things, what happens inside, not outside. So now we are coming to the word of reality. We are opening our eyes. I hope you enjoy it. Life is beautiful. Enjoy it and be stoics.